Hello, everyone. So I'm actually going to run through a holiday booking so that you actually know how to book it. Um, there are specific savings that come into it. The longer, as in any type of booking, the savings get deeper the longer you book. So it's going to be, of course, the most expensive if you try to book a holiday day, right? So, like the day of Thanksgiving, the day of Christmas, the day of um, New Year's Eve, right? Those are going to be more expensive. So, I'm just going to kind of take you through it because what happens is when you book on the site, if an actual holiday starts on a specific day, um, you actually are not going to be able to, and I'm sorry, y'all, I had a little upper respiratory, but um, you aren't going to be able to, you're going to be able to book a regular day, but then I'm going to actually reject it and I'll probably invoice you for the difference because, of course, holidays are more expensive, specifically because of the time of the year, the demand, um, also the risk. A lot of people don't think about the actual risk pertaining to that either. So there actually is risk involved. So let me go ahead and screen share with you after I go ahead and log in. I'm just going to go to the website really quickly here. So that website is going to be Luv Enterprises LLC.us/rent-a-car. Okay. So we're going to go there really quickly. And I'm going to start sharing with you. Okay. So what you see here is when you go to rent a car, of course, it's going to actually tell you which holidays are observed, right? So it tells you clearly here. It says holiday week or holiday weekend, rental bookings. It has the asterisk. The asterisk tells you book holiday rates for weeks or weekends that fall on or include these days. So if you are starting, for instance, if you start October the 28th, right, you're running into a Halloween, some Halloween days, right? So you could do one of two things. You could book the 28th by itself, right? Go through, pay for that, and then book October 29th through November 1st or whatever days fall in that separately, okay? So I'm going to take you through this scenario if you actually were to do that. And since it actually is, we have some holidays upcoming, I'm just going to take you to Christmas, right? So if you look here, December 21st through 28th is actually considered a holiday, right? So December 21st through 28th, any days that you book within that have to be considered a holiday, right? So that is 7 days. So that would be a holiday week. Okay. So, say for instance, you wanted to add December the 20th as well. We're going to go through that scenario, right? December the 20th isn't necessarily a holiday day. So, if you wanted to book that as a separate holiday day, you can. And so, we're going to just kind of go through the scenarios of seeing what's most affordable for you. Since I think this will kind of help y'all with um, understanding how the booking works. Okay. So the first thing you have to do is select your um, delivery option, right? Now, certain places have certain times, right? So North Charleston Community Center, North Charleston Rec, AKA North Charleston Rec, you're only going to have, there's only certain times that you can book that. Any airport is 24 hours a day. And then most train stations, the major train stations are 24 hours a day. I believe home delivery is 24 hours a day. Or no, it has limited delivery times as well. So when you're going to click that, and home delivery is just you decide you don't want to Lyft to pick up the car, right? You don't have a ride. You maybe have to Lyft or Uber to get the car. This is, within 25 miles of 25387. I'm just gonna have this car delivered and picked up from the same place, easy peasy. I don't have to figure out how to get to, where I'm trying to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and click that, right? I'm not gonna have to Uber over there. I'm just gonna actually have the car delivered directly to me. So we're gonna go ahead and just go with the Jetta. It's the first one we see, right? The 2022 Jetta. So we're saying that we want to book a holiday week, right? Or in this case, it's going to be a holiday. It's going to be just I can do a regular holiday day or I can do a holiday week, right? So a holiday week, as you can see here, is $585. So that would include my December 21st through my December 28th, right? Boom, easy peasy, holiday week. Not very much more than the average week, right? A little more, but comparatively, holiday weeks with other people, I can tell you, I went to Fort Lauderdale on spring break. They were charging like $400 per day per vehicle and regular pay. I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Okay, so easy peasy, right? Holiday week. So let's see the difference between the holiday week and the regular week, right? So the regular week, we're just gonna go to 1 week, right? One regular week, just as a comparison, right? So 1 week, you get half a day free. So as you can see here, it's $422.50. So you're actually only paying $162.50 more for a holiday week, which I mean that's crazy good. I'm almost considering changing it right now myself. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, so that's what it is. So say we said, okay, you need the 20th too, right? So we said you're gonna have to book separately, right? And it's like this because if you want a regular rate plus a holiday rate, then that's the way you have to book. So I'm gonna go ahead and book my holiday week, okay? So I'm gonna add it to order, okay? So there it is. Now it's gonna offer you recommendations. It's gonna say this, look, unlimited mileage, you can pay for, that's actually supposed to be $50 a day. I keep forgetting. So y'all better hurry up and book before I, because I keep forgetting to change it. But anyway, also in this car, you can do unlimited Wi-Fi for $5 a day or less, right? Because the longer you keep it, the cheaper it gets. It's like that with everything. It's going to be the cheaper, you keep it. So you can do unlimited Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is actually built into the vehicle. So say if you're doing something like, camping or whatever, or, you're in a place where, service may be spotty on your phone, this is a great thing to add, right? Now you also have young renter 18 to 20. You're paying $10 more a day, even less if you keep it longer, right? As I've stated before, it always is cheaper the longer you keep it. And definitely if you are between the ages of 18 and 20, you want to click this, because if I'm processing your background and I'm doing your driver vetting or whatever, and I see that you're between 18 and 20, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest and invoice you for it, right? So if you know you're 18 to 20, go ahead and hit that. That's pretty decent, I think, compared to other rates. A lot of people require deposits, okay? So there's that. So there's also age 21 to 24. It's only $5 extra a day or less, depending on how long you keep it, right? So as you can see here, the total is $635. That is home delivery. You don't have to Lyft or Uber there, and you are getting the holiday week, right? So I'm going to go ahead and continue shopping. Let's see how this works for us, okay? So now I am going to, let's see. Oh, see, it tells you right here. This selection is no longer available for the chosen dates. If you wish to see availability of this product with a different start date and time, please make a separate booking, okay? So it's telling you right there, let me go ahead and check out, right? Let me go ahead and check out. So I will go ahead and check out. Okay. When I check out, it's going to give me these things, right? It's going to add my tax to it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. Going to go ahead and add my address. Any additional information, like if you know we're delivering to your address and you're like, you know, neighbor Smith does not like us to park in front of the house. Do not park in front of the next door neighbor's house. This is the type of things that you put in there. And then you're going to confirm your pickup times, right? You may have you know, put the wrong time pickup and delivery. So this is like letting you know, like, okay, look, I picked 12 noon to pick it up, but I want to drop it off at 5 p.m., right? Because your rental days run 24 hours, okay? So here we go. So you're going to put your contact details in. Now, notice this. You're going to need to do this, right? Driver's license, state, number, expiration date, and your date of birth, right? Very important because I'm going to ask you for a copy of your license later, but you need to put that information so I can driver vet you. Otherwise, it slows down the process. I have to go contact you and do this all over again, right? So, you know, we're just going to say F222, right? Go ahead and put the state, right? Then we're gonna do, well, actually it's state before, huh? I'm not even listening to my own stuff. So F222222, right? Expiration date, we're just gonna say 9/22/2027, right? And your date of birth. If you're in West Virginia, your date of birth is that same day, right? So we're just gonna put 9/22, 1995, we'll just say, right? And then this is the check. You may send me additional information and benefits related to my order. So this basically opts in. This says, you know what? I like coupons. I like to know when stuff, you know, is happening at this company. I'm gonna go ahead and click that, right? Now, what it does too is it goes over those terms. If you cancel with 24 hours prior, right, to your booking, you get 100% of your refund. If you cancel 12 hours, 80%, or 60%, 2 hours, 50%, less than 2 hours, no refund, right? Then you're going to agree to the terms of service and privacy policy. In these, it's also going to, so terms of service is actually going to kind of redrive that home. Look, you are not going to be getting a refund unless you do it within a certain amount of time. And for holidays, you got to think about this. You're holding up a car for a holiday, that's, you know, that's, you know, pretty important. So if you're canceling for that, then, you know, it kind of stops somebody else in their plan. So of course, the sooner you cancel, the better, right? Life happens. That's why we give you the opportunity to go ahead and get all the way up to 80% of your money back within 12 hours, right? So that's pretty decent, I'd say, right? If you don't think it's decent, you know, that's you're entitled to your opinion, right? So this is just my opinion right now because I'm doing this. So this will be a discount code. You know, typically if you're a return renter, I'll give you a discount code or something like that. If you don't have one, go ahead and let me know. I'll go ahead and send that to you. Okay, because I like people to come back. I appreciate you trusting me with your business. So that means a lot to me. So if you go ahead and contact me, I'll go ahead and give that to you. Okay, so then you're going to click pay. Boom, you're done. So that's that, right? We've checked out for that holiday week, but I said I wanted to add the 20th, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to say like we're starting all over again, right? So we deleted our cart. It's still on home delivery. That's where we want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click that same car again, right? And then this time it's just going to be for a regular day, right? So So we said December the 20th. So let's see what day December the 20th falls on. So December the 20th falls on a Tuesday, right? So we're going to say Tuesday to Wednesday. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and click that Tuesday to Wednesday. All right. And then it's 8 to 8:30, which is perfect, right? Because our other car, we're going to pick up at 8:30, right? And so if it gave you a problem, I'd say this, like, because I'm kind of seeing where it may be a problem. So like, say if you booked the other car from 8 to 8:30 on the 21st, it might stop you, right? Because it's going to say, wait a minute, somebody else already has the car. So maybe for the booking for December 21st to 28th, what we should have done is we should do it 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m., right? So again, if you're having an issue with that, just let me know. I'll go ahead and invoice you for the 20th to the 21st. It's not a problem. And I'll invoice you at just a regular day. But the more that you can do here, the better, because I'm not always going to be able to stop what I'm doing to assist. And I want to make sure that you actually get your days, right? Or a staff may not be able to stop and assist, right? So we're going to go ahead and add this to the order. Okay, same thing. We're gonna go ahead and get, and this is kind of the interesting thing. Say if for the 20 to 21st, you wanted to check out the Wi-Fi, you wanted to see how good it was. This is kind of a neat thing because when you're kind of breaking up your order, you can, kind of play with some of the things that you're doing, right? And so that kind of helps, right? So if you separate your bookings, then, you can kind of be creative, right? So here we go. So now it's saying home delivery $50 again, right? But see, that's the thing about doing separate bookings, right? So maybe with the separate booking, we want to go ahead and change our location because you're already paying for one location. So I'm not going to make you pay for it a second time. I'll go ahead and deliver there. So you only have to pay that $50 once, because I know with this, you kind of have to break it up, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to pick your delivery option that's 0. Okay. And it's telling you that it's resetting your order, right? Because it keeps you in the same location throughout your order. Okay. So boom, I hit that. So let's go ahead. We said it's Tuesday to Wednesday is that 20th, right? So let's go 20th and see right here is showing that it's booked off already. So it's telling you what you can do and what you can't do, which is actually pretty interesting, right? Because it's specifically to the times. So you're wanting to pick something up, right? So it's kind of neat that it kind of blocked that off because they had that in the cart. So one thing you'll find about this system too is it's very forgiving to people. Like, so if you go in here and you book this car off for, say I have my old card, it kind of hangs around for a little while, which is good because that means nobody can swoop in and steal your stuff, right? Because if you look here, it's actually booked off for the same exact days that we just had, right? And then it's telling you, wait a minute, just like I said, you can't book this card such and such time because someone already has it at a certain time, right? So then you would do another time, 6:30 a.m. to get that car, right? And then we kind of conferred, like if we knew that you wanted to pick up at 8:30 on this day, then that's something that we handle, right? But the way days work is they work in 24 hours slots. So, you're gonna just go ahead and pick the one that's closest to your start time. Because typically between my bookings, there's an hour between them. or more, just so we can get the cars ready in between bookings, just to give ourselves that space to get the vehicle ready for, any other additional bookings. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my order. All right. And then I'll go ahead and check out for that. Now, you've already done all of this information. There's information that's mandatory. You're going to have to do that to even be able to do it, right? But here you can just state already in another order, something like that, something similar to that. Go ahead and agree again and go ahead and pay, right? Because now you're getting that non-holiday rate, okay? And there you go. So I hope this actually helped you kind of figure out how this works. I'm gonna go ahead and empty my cart. And like I said, it takes a little bit to for this system to refresh, because what it does is it's like checking things out. And then sometimes it's a little slow checking them back in, but I don't mind it, because what it does is it's really good for you as a person who's purchasing or who's renting the vehicle. Because while you're figuring out how to do what you're doing, the car is kind of like in a limbo. It's kind of like in suspense, waiting for you to do what you need to do. Now, the only problem with that is if you messed up in suspense, it's going to take a little bit for it to clear, right? But you can go ahead and call me, and if you can't get through on the call, my email is actually listed on the voicemail for the business. Go ahead and email us at admin@loveenterprisesllc.us, and whatever staff, because that's actually our general mailbox. So whatever staff will kind of get in that and figure out how to actually assist you. Okay. So that is it for this one. I really appreciate y'all checking this out. And please let me know if there's something that you're struggling with. I like to try to do videos just to help. So I'm going to actually be posting this to YouTube and a couple of my other different places, so that we can have this for you guys to be able to figure out how best to book. So that being said, really appreciate you guys, and wish you the best. And thank you, as always, for trusting us with your rental needs. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. So I will definitely be seeing you guys.